Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to go ahead and give my review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Georgia. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Mimi lets it be known that they will be filming their confessionals or their interviews within their home because of what's going, we can't say the word on here. But what's going on in the world right now. I was so surprised, y'all, because for some reason, I thought that all of this was already put together. I thought everything was, they did the interviews, the confessionals, and then they put it in the show, and then, okay, they just press play. I know that, like, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know why I thought it was different for Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. Because I know, like, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they continue to shoot the confessionals throughout the season. So I don't know why I thought that it would be different for Love. So basically, because of what's going on in the world right now, that stuff, they have chosen to take the more safe route and let the cast film their confessionals within their home. All right. So Mimi is hosting a self-defense class. I said Carly Red, baby, from what we saw when Carly Red got her ass mollywopped and tossed around that goddamn jewelry store, she needs to be the first in line. Bitch, you should have been first. You should have been the first one when the doors open. Cause the way Ciara and them other girls was pulling on your hair, bitch, like I said in another video of mine. We can talk about that goddamn, what's her name? Carly Red getting drugged and girl tossed around like a rag doll. But that wig ain't never come off her head, okay? That wig was in place. It maybe moved a little bit, probably. But it never came off. Shout out to Carly Red, hairstylist. Or shout out to whoever secured that shit to her head. Or maybe it was a sew-in, I don't know. But yeah, Carly Red, your ass should have been there from the get-go. Because you really need to learn how to work them hands of yours. Look, can I complain? I'm about to complain for a couple of seconds. A minute or two. One thing that I hate about Love and Hip Hop, they have way too many people on the show. I love the Real Housewives because you have your 6 or 7 peach holders, whatever city they in, orange or diamonds, whatever. You got your 6 or 7 peach holders, and then they bring in a couple of friends. And then, bitch, we got a show. Like, I don't want nobody, I don't want to come for no bitch pocketbook, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if the cast is not that interesting, if your peach holders are not that interesting, and you have to go out and bring in these random people with random storylines, then maybe you should probably look at who holds a peach, who's in the opening credits. Because it makes no fucking sense for y'all to have, let's go down the list. You got Rashida, Mimi, Carly Red, Spice, Jock, Ciara, Scrap, DeLeon, and Scrappy. That's 8 motherfuckers in the opening credits. If those 8 people can't, and then you throw a couple of friends in the show, if those 8 people can't make this show work, then baby, you might need to go back to the drawing board and look and see who you need to get rid of. Because every time I look up on Love and Hip Hop, bitch, it's a new person on the show. Okay, now I got that off my chest. I just wanted to say that real fast. Shit. Anyways, some girl, the girl who used to date Bow Wow, she on the show now. I ain't even care to even remember her name. Soon as I saw her, I rolled my eyes. I said, I know they're not about to introduce another bitch. They did. Yoni, Keisha, I don't know. She on the show. I just don't have time to be worried about her this week. We'll probably get into her next week. Scrap and Shooter are friends. Now, for those who don't know, once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Hey, and I'm in it. Don't take it back, because I did the shit. Once upon a time, not long ago, Ciara was a hoe and she was fucking with Scrap. No, I'm just playing. Ciara wasn't no hoe. Ciara and Scrap De Leon dated. I don't know if they had sex or not, but they dated, right? And we all know that Shooter and Ciara used to be married. So now you got Scrap, who used to date Shooter's ex-wife. They're going into business together. Did I see that right? They're going into business together, opening up a new barbershop. When I tell you these niggas believe bros before hoes, girl, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. This just goes to show you how a lot of men look at women as disposable. Like, shit, okay, yeah, we fucked around with the same bitch. I'm not saying Scrap and Ciara had sex. But I'm just saying in some cases, you have these men who look at it like, okay, we fucked the same bitch. Shit. You smash, I smash. Shit, let's go out and have some drinks. That's literally how I felt like they treated the situation. You know they couldn't have been no women. You know y'all women, y'all are end of friendship. Or try to, not even end a friendship. Not an end of friendship, because you should end a friendship if your friend fuck your man, or if your man fuck your friend. You should end all things with the relationship in the friendship. But, like, can you imagine two girls finding out they dealt with the same one, dealt with the same man? Baby, that would have tore that whole goddamn shop up. Anyways, so Cheyenne, which is Scrap De Leon's sister on his father's side, I believe, she's a realtor now. She's a realtor, and she's looking for a property for them to purchase. They don't want to go over $2,500 a month for rent. Cheyenne and Shooter, I guess, are dating. I said, okay. Cheyenne finally getting her spot on the show. Okay. She might be a peach holder next. I know they don't hold peach. I'm so used to, you know, I love Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I think I'll just say peach holder. But I know they don't hold peaches on Love and Hip Hop. That just mean, when I say peach holder, I mean main cast member. So Cheyenne may be a main cast member next season. I don't know. Probably not, but I could see it. That bitch get her titties. When I tell you at the end of when they showed when she had that red dress on, bitch, where did these titties come from? Are those her titties? And I didn't feel like going back and rewatching the show. Have my titties been that big this whole time? I was about to go on the whole, and I'm gonna leave that alone. So Cheyenne and Shooter go outside in the parking lot. I just wish they would call this like not a reality show, but like, what are the shows where it's reality, but it's also a script that's, you know, everything is, some part of it is scripted, a scripted reality show. Because I just don't think Shooter and that girl are dating. Girl, it looked like she didn't even want to kiss him. The way she took her time, put her purse on that goddamn hood. Like, it just seemed real awkward, but whatever, girl. So here go Akbar V. Now, y'all know. You know, Akbar V is the prettiest one on the show. I done already told y'all that. After, you know who else this is good, girl. You know who else? I was about to start talking about, let me just say something real. You know, like, listen, for the new people, I like to talk. You know, I'm a long-winded hoe. That's what I like to say. I like to talk. And sometimes my conversations be all over the place. I really do treat this like a conversation with my friends on the phone. Me and my friends just be talking about random shit on the phone. So even though, yes, the title will say Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I might start talking about Wendy Williams. I just might. I'm about to say something about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Pussy poppin' with your man in Miami. Material girl. That's my motherfucker. So shout out to Saucy Santana. So anyways, I ain't gonna talk about, I was about to talk about Prima Donna on Love and Hip Hop Miami. So Akbar, you know, I like Akbar. I feel like she's trying to change. But for some reason, Akbar is stuck on this title of claiming, it's kind of like Nene. You know, Nene wants to be the HBIC. Akbar wants to be the HBIC, like she's the queen of Atlanta. And if any other bitch comes through Atlanta and calls themselves the queen of Atlanta, then she has a problem. Akbar, let that shit go. That shit is so dumb. It's stupid and it's childish. Okay, shout out to Gloria. Y'all don't know who that is, girl. But it's stupid and it's childish. And I just... Akbar, you got a whole... Let me just say something. Akbar, you have a lot to be concerned about. You know, you got your kids splattered all around Atlanta, Georgia, baby. You know, your cousin Candy done help you get, you know, your apartment in Buckhead. You know, I just don't think that you fighting over this title that, frankly, neither one of you deserve, you know. I think that at the end of the day, let me say this. Let me say this. We can all say that we are the queen or the king of whatever. You can say you're the king of YouTube, the queen of YouTube, the queen of the media, the king of the media. Girl, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We all know that it's always going to only be a number one. It's going to be a number two. It's going to be a number three. Like, and I think that people need to be okay with that. Like, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. But guess what? Somebody behind him, it's somebody behind him that's just as, may not be as rich, but bitch, they can do the same thing Jeff Bezos can do financially, probably. Then it's somebody in third, in fourth, in fifth, in sixth. So just because you may not be number one, that doesn't mean anything, because you can still be just as successful. And I think that it's okay for people to say that they're the queen. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm going on a whole rant. Because I really don't want to sound mean when it comes to Akbar. I'm going to let it go. I ain't going to say nothing, because I don't want to say nothing about Akbar and them kids who she ain't got and she working on getting. So I'm going to let it go. But Akbar, you need to let that shit go. It's not that deep. It's really not. And girl, I cannot believe you coming back in another season still fussing and fighting with a bitch over the queen of Atlanta, girl. You probably got somewhere to lay your motherfucking head. I just said I was not going to talk about her. Akbar, you barely got somewhere to lay your motherfucking head. The last thing you need to be concerned about is a title that ain't nobody gave you. I'm gonna let it go. So Jock being messy. Jock being an old messy ass queen. Jock decides to invite Akbar to have a conversation with light-skinned Keisha. Light-skinned Keisha is going to the studio. You know, Jock has a show on radio. Scrap is throwing a, what, girl, when I tell you niggas, niggas will throw a party. We gonna find a reason to throw a party. So he's throwing a party to celebrate his 1 year of being a free man. You know, he just got out of prison after serving a 3-year bid. So I'm wondering, so are we gonna throw a party every, so is this just a one-time thing, or are y'all gonna throw a party next year to celebrate his 2 years from prison? Scrap says that his incarceration was, he thinks that it may have been racially motivated. I'm gonna say something, and I don't want to upset, you know, my people. I don't, because we all know that when it comes to black people in the justice system, it's just not a fair thing. We know that. We know that when it comes to black people doing things and white people doing things, it's just not the same. Kevin, Pookie can be caught with a blunt, baby. He going to prison for 20 years. Mason can be caught with a blunt, bitch. The cops gonna stop him, baby, probably smoke something with him and tell him to take his ass home. So we know it's not the same, right? But I think we also need to start taking a little bit of accountability. Like, you can't be out here doing shit you ain't got no business doing. And then when your ass end up going to jail, you want to start talking about it's because I'm black. No, it's because you was doing some shit you had no business doing. Like, I feel like that's not across the board, but I feel like in some cases, you know, it's kind of like with the whole, you know, y'all get mad because Harvey, at one point, y'all thought he was getting off and Bill and then was getting caught up with the system. Well, y'all ain't said nothing about Harvey. Y'all gonna say something about Bill. Like, nigga, he was stealing pussy. Like, when you take shit that don't belong, to you, you go to jail. Unfortunately for Harvey, it took a while for them to catch on to Harvey, but they eventually got his ass too. But we can't be like, I know I'm going on a whole rant. I was drinking a little bit. It's gone now. But we can't be expecting to let, you know, Bill and the other niggas off just because the white man got off. No, you taking your ass to jail. You know why? Because you popped a pill and a bitch drink and stole some shit that didn't belong to you, nigga. Let me get off that shit. All right. So anyways, Frost's brother Kevin just got out of jail, got out of prison after 23 years. He says things are not what he wanted it to be. I said, well, girl, what the fuck did you want it to be after 23 years behind bars? Okay. All right. KK tells Mama D, basically, KK and Mama D are having a conversation about Cece. KK tells Mama D that she doesn't have to like Bambi's, doesn't have to like Cece. She said, and I don't. Girl, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Mama D is my bitch on Love and Hip Hop. Mama D, I think I like Mama D is just as much as I like Kenya Moore. I love me some Mama D, baby. I love me some Mama D. But when I tell you, baby, she called Cece a broke back mountain bitch. Then she said, congratulations, bitch, you had a daughter you could ride the coat to. When I tell you, baby, Mama D was getting Cece together this whole goddamn show. It was a little warm in my apartment, girl. I was making me some brownies earlier. And my AC not really on the temperature that I want it to be on. Anyway. KK spots Shooter is Cheyenne talking a second too long. Bitch, why are y'all talking so long, you know? Shooter. Hold up, y'all. I'm getting a little hot. Hold up, I ain't got no drawers on. So let me, I got some drawers. I ain't got no pants on. Hold up, y'all. Hello? Okay. It's a little hot in here. Okay. Ooh. It was a little hot. Okay, girl's getting a little warm. And that vodka ain't do nothing but make it worse. So anyway, Shooter ain't shit. Shooter, you was an old ass nigga. Like, for you to be, like, I don't know why these niggas think, I don't even feel like talking. I really don't feel like talking about Shooter, y'all. So Shooter basically is dealing with that girl who used to deal with Bow Wow. From what he told us in the confessional, he's basically in an open relationship with her. But from what I got from her, she's like, you're not gonna embarrass me, blah, blah, blah. What? Y'all, I mean, I'm not saying that you cannot be in an open relationship because you can still be embarrassed and be in an open relationship. But I just didn't get that. I didn't get open relationship from what she was saying. And then I damn sure didn't get no open relationship from what Cheyenne was saying in that parking lot. Maybe Cheyenne was just concerned about Ciara. So probably Shooter gonna say some shit like, I told you I wasn't messing with Ciara. I ain't tell you I was messing with nobody else. These niggas are so goddamn trifling. Mama D, Bambi, and they go to a restaurant, girl. Mama D is getting Cece together. Mama D came in dressed in all black like the Omen, yes ma'am. Baby, Mama D pulled out some obituaries. Mama D pulled out some obituaries in a cross because she wanted to bury Cece's evil spirit. When I tell y'all, I was screaming. Them girls, when I tell you Cece and Mama D both was going back. Because Cece was trying to get with Mama D. I feel like Mama D won though. At one point, I think, like, girl, you know what's the one thing I'm gonna tell about Scrappy? To me, Scrappy follows Bambi's lead. Like, if Bambi has a problem, then he has a problem. Since Bambi had a problem with the obituary, this is too much. This is too much. Girl, is it too much? Or is it too much because Bambi said it was too much? Okay, girl, whatever. Keisha goes to the studio. Jock is a messy queen. Akbar pops up on the screen. Keisha goes off. She leaves. Then I guess the producers must have told her, bitch, get your ass back in there. Get your ass back inside that building. She comes back because she wants to get her parking validated. Is it validated? I don't know. Anyways, basically she comes back inside because the producers told her to, basically. I was with Keisha. I think this is one of those examples of letting the motherfucker know from the get-go. Producers, network, out from the jump. The shit I'm gonna deal with and the shit I'm not gonna deal with. I'm glad Keisha stood her ground. That was very messy of Jock. I think that Keisha let them know, like, I'm not, like, even though Keisha, I'm sure Keisha knew what she was signing up for with Love and Hip Hop, and I'm sure she thought it was gonna be some mess, you know what I'm saying? But I also think that she knows where she's drawing the line. Like, I'm not about to go back and forth with a bitch over no shit like the Queen of Atlanta. Like, she can be the Queen of Atlanta, I can be the Queen of Atlanta. Girl, it is what it is. But to go back and forth, and then for me to come into this radio station thinking I'm about to promote myself, and you really want me to go back and forth with a bitch, Jock. So I'm glad she really got into Jock ass the way she got into Jock ass, because he deserved that. Because that was unnecessary and uncalled for. All right, y'all. That's all I got to say. That's it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.